Okay, it's Module 3 skills test time, and this skills test is all about climatology. You're going to get a chance to learn about the climatology of different locations around the United States. And the website that you're directed to go to when you type in that URL, you're going to wind up with it. You're going to wind up at this page, which is a United States map, and you can scroll over and essentially choose any state that you want. But in this case, we are somewhat constrained. I've asked you to compare two cities. I've put up three pairs of two cities each, and you need to choose two of those pairs. And so, for example, if you decided to go with pair A, which is Eureka, California, and Des Moines, Iowa, the first thing you need to do is go ahead and click on California, and that's going to pop up a bunch of cities inside of California. You want to choose Eureka, and when you do that, you're going to wind up with three graphs. You're going to see a daily mean, maximum temperature, and extremes. You'll see a daily mean, minimum temperature, and extremes, and you'll see the daily mean precipitation and snowfall. And what you'll need to do at this point is go ahead and just, all three of these graphs save. The top one is the one we're going to be mostly concerned about, but it doesn't matter where you have your mouse. Just go ahead and right click for PC users and save image as, just like we've been doing already this course. You'll need to save these images somewhere on your computer, and you'll need to upload them. So you're going to wind up doing 4 uploads, one for each city in each pair. So like I mentioned, the first pair was Eureka, California, and Des Moines, Iowa. So you'd have to save an image for both those locations. Then choose another pair, either pair B or pair C, and find those graphs, save each of those graphs, upload all those graphs. So there's a lot of uploading to do, and once you've uploaded, then you're ready to answer some questions. So that starts on question 5, where you're supposed to use the graphs of daily maximum temperature. So let me go back to Eureka, California and show you this graph again. Again, we're focusing on this top graph. What does the graph mean? You notice it's got a red line, it's got a black line, and it's got a blue line. This is representing daily mean maximum temperature and extremes from Eureka during the course of the year, January through December. Now, of course, this is climatological data. This is data from the last 30 years. And what you see on the red line is a representation of the extreme, the highest maximum temperature over those 30 years. So on January 15th, there was a certain year that had a really hot January 15th. That would show up on the red line. Likewise, you have cold years. So the daily high on January 15th might have been kind of on the cold side on a different year. That would show up on your blue line. But what we care about is the mean, the average. So the average maximum temperature, the average high on a day in mid-January would show up as this black line. And so what you're supposed to do is you need to look at this black line and see where it was at its highest and where it was at its lowest during the course of the year. And you're going to take a difference between those two values. So again, this is going to take a little bit of interpretation. You're going to have to look at that y-axis, look at those degrees Fahrenheit, and see if you can figure out what the highest mean maximum temperature was and what the lowest mean maximum temperature was, and take a difference. And that's how you answer questions 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you've done that, once you've gotten those values, and I want you to show your work, then you'll need to make some decisions, some conclusions about why certain cities had more range, a larger range, than other cities. And this is a chance for you to enter into a discussion about some of the key factors that do affect seasonal temperature variations. And of course, you should have read all about that in the Module 3 assigned reading.